We are not meant to be a virus. We have, however, been manipulated to be a virus. We come from the Earth and therefore should be coexisting with all the life on the Earth and with the environment itself. But we severed our connection to the planet and thus severed our connection to spirit. Many of us mock the idea of a spirit or soul. We live in a technological world where such notions are considered backwards and primitive. City design as well as societal paradigms shape the perception of the mind. The city designs presented to mankind, the grid-like plotting of buildings, houses, roads, malls, and a few trees set up for decoration along the side of roads, are designed to create the illusion of separation between us and the earth.
There's no environment out there, and we are here, and we somehow have to watch the way we interact with it. We are the environment.
We are conditioned from birth in such a way that we view the earth as nothing more than land and resources, a rock for us to inhabit. Many people believe that the earth was made for us and that humans are meant to be dominating all other forms of life. These are cancerous ideologies that will lead to the self-destruction of our species. Many of us can name these labels. How many of us can name these trees? This is just an example to show where our focus is. And our focus is on maximizing profit, attaining money. We work so hard for money, money that buys us food, water, a car, and a home. We have been told since childhood that without money you cannot have a good life or a family. And this is all true, only because we have allowed the idea of this reality to be the truth. In other words, the societal paradigm we exist in is not the definitive model for existing on this planet. This world we have created, this economy, this civilization, are illusionary constructs that we agreed to be the blueprint of our reality.
The entire money-structured and materialistic-oriented society is a false society. 10 or 15 years from now, our society will go down in history as the lowest development in man. We have the brains, the know-how, the technology, and the feasibility to build an entirely new civilization.
Money only exists within the minds of human beings. All life on Earth, including the Earth itself, has no regard for money, and can survive as it always has, without money, except for the humans who currently are exposed to the idea of money. Humans keep the idea of money alive within our brain. It was passed down from our parents and the generations before, so that we may pass it down to our children and the generations after. A cycle, a mental prison that has changed the course of humanity. Money has changed the way your brain thinks about reality, what is important and what is not, what your priorities will be. Of course, to be alive in this civilization, you need money. You must be a worker when you become an adult, but before that, your parents installed you within an institutionalized schooling system with the intention of educating their child. Unfortunately, in reality, the children are simply being conditioned to be working cogs of the machine, and they become consumers, pursuing careers, obtaining housing, starting a family, and repeat the process, all while maintaining the distorted societies that continue to war with each other and destroy the biosphere.
I quoted the Trilateral Commission view of the educational system, namely it's a system of indoctrination of the young. And I think that's correct. It's a system of indoctrination of the young. That was the way the liberal elites regard it, and they're more or less accurate. So the educational system is supposed to train people to be obedient, conformist, not think too much, do what you're told, stay passive, don't cause any crises of democracy, don't raise any questions. And all of this is a technique for selection for obedience.
Humans have also created different religions that succeeded in dividing the human race. What has happened over the course of time is that these religions, which were created for a pure and noble purpose, have been manipulated by powerful and wealthy groups of people. They institutionalized these religious belief systems, and the result was war, division, and genocides. So much hatred for one another, yet we don't see that we are one family. Humanity has been so manipulated by belief systems that only exist within the mind. We should be living as one. There is a way for us to change our ways, and it lies within ourselves. The process of awakening to the true nature of reality calls for a change to the way we live on this planet. The key to changing the world for the better is to replace the existing model of living with a new model of living. A model of living that is a reflection to what existed before the fall of humanity. Jacques Fresco provides a possible solution that coincides with what I am talking about. A civilization that recognizes the earth as the common heritage for all mankind. This civilization's primary focus will be spreading knowledge and education. In order to bring everyone together, we must all be informed of the factual evidence that represents the truth about the nature of reality. Doing so reveals all divisions and segregations to be artificial constructs made by the mind. Knowing that all life on Earth is genetically related implies that all life is part of the family tree, one that must be protected. The societies currently presented to the human race wastes the Earth's resources. They follow a take-make-throw-away economy known as a linear economy, an economy designed to manufacture the same items over and over. A consumer-based economy that is consuming the Earth's resources, only to be thrown away. What Jacques Fresco presents is a method of living known as a resource-based economy that does not operate on the basis of maximizing profits for an artificial currency. This model for resource cultivation ensures that we use exactly what needs to be used, nothing more. Materials will be designed to last. Machines and automation can perform the mundane tasks, while human beings can focus their endeavors on family, society, and life the way it should be. All it takes is for each person to expose themselves to the pieces of information that fit together to create the picture that I am presenting to you now. We are part of a story, the story of humanity, and it is an incredible one.